Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor to propose marriage. Taylor's romantic plea leaves Ridge in an awkward position. Brook stopped by Eric Estate to drop off some papers. While she was there, Taylor couldn't help but ask about Nick's return. Brook admitted that it was nice reconnecting with Nick, but his true fortune is the ocean. Also, Brook exulted about Ridge getting jealous and demanding that she stay down from Nick. Taylor and Ridge sit at a small table with a flower in the center. It looks like it might be at Il Giardino. As they sit in the intimate setting, Taylor pours her heart out. Also, the psychiatrist pleads for Ridge to marry her. Although Taylor does love Ridge, this unforeseen offer seems hopeless. When Taylor pops the question, Ridge is speechless. It's not in a good way, however. Ridge awkwardly puts his hand to his mouth and his studies are clear. Although Ridge loves Taylor veritably much, he might not accept her offer. It's clear that Ridge is still in love with Brook. Taylor's heartache caused her broken heart pattern. So, that might help Ridge from breaking his commitment to Taylor despite being in love with Brook. There's also a chance that Ridge says yes, but that just means commodity will be on the marriage day. When Nick returns to his sailing and leaves LA, someone will sail down with him. But since it seems that Brook and Ridge will attune, will Taylor sail down with him? This time's long romantic contest that's most notorious over Ridge isn't the only bone that Brook and Taylor have had. They were both married to Nick too, as well as both married to Thorne, although Taylor's way behind Brook in connections. While Taylor may stay around city because of her son and grandchildren, chances are, formerly Bridge is reunited, she'll be written off the show again. Taylor will be broken-hearted again, although this time around she seems to be playing it smart, now that she knows her broken heart pattern isn't fatal. She's not rushing into a remarriage to Ridge, and they've lately bandied his egregious arsonist for Brook. It would make sense that if and when Liam ultimately dies, Taylor may make a mama-son trip along with the children and Steffi. While that might get her down from being reminded she's lost Ridge to Brook again, it's not going to heal her heart, but she's with Ridge for the moment. Ridge's covetousness was palpable when he walked by and saw Nick in the Forrester office with Brook, and that covetousness spoke volumes. That makes it egregious that Brook and Nick won't marry. He'll passage off again and she'll presumably marry Ridge. It makes a lot further sense for Nick and Taylor to sail off together if Taylor's going to be leaving the show again and she deserves a happily ever after as important as Brook does. There's been no suggestion that Taylor will be written out this time, but considering it's happened so numerous times ahead, no bone would be surprised. Why not let Taylor spend her happily ever after with Nick rather of Ridge, since Ridge will no way be suitable to commit to one woman for life? Still, to spend time with her family, with Brook and Ridge presumably broken up again, if Nick and Taylor do return eventually in the future. Actually, Nick might just say these 9 words to Ridge with Taylor: "You had your chance and you blew it again." Cleric issues an armistice with Carter. Brook gloats to Taylor. Steffi warns Ridge that he's playing with fire. At Eric Estate, Brook walks in the frontal door. Taylor wraps up a phone call with a customer where she talks about the 333 anxiety fashion. After the psychiatrist hangs up, Taylor gushes about what a awful healer she is. Brook has papers for Eric to subscribe, but he's not home. Taylor asks about Nick. They virgin converse a bit, but Brook thinks Nick is really committed to the ocean. Taylor reasons that Nick and Brook are perfect for each other. Brook gloats about Ridge getting jealous. As Taylor hopes effects work out with Nick, Brook trots out. At Forrester Creations, Steffi and Carter talk about the evaporating silk payload. The Susura smells Daphne Reremost men's scent, and he's impressed. Indeed, Carter has to admit that they need the nose back. The content turns to relaunching hope for the future. Steffi won't forget what happened. The content turns back to Daphne again. Steffi hopes that Carter can get through to Hope. Carter leaves, and Steffi notices her father is detracted. Ridge confesses he set up Brook with Nick. Why is he so concerned? Steffi prodigies. As Ridge harangues about Nick, Steffi issues a warning. He sounds jealous, and what does he suppose all this care for Brook makes Taylor feel? Also, we've Luna. Will entering Luna's apartment. Also, they talk about how Will ditched Electra because she's not instigative enough. Will admits to liking Peril and Luna passionately kisses her dream boy. This doesn't sound like commodity Will would do or say. I'm going to take a stab in the dark and assume that this is another one of Luna's delusional fantasies. Luna will do anything to make her dreams come true. That means Hayes and Steffi might not be the only bones in grave peril. At Il Giardino, Hope shows her engagement ring to Deacon. The eatery proprietor isn't thrilled but will support her. Cleric has to leave, also comes back. Hope wants him to walk her down the aisle. She's worked out everything with Carter, and they're better than ever. Hope promises Carter is a good man. Cleric brings up Daphne. It wasn't that long ago that Carter and Daphne were kissing. Carter enters and the men admit one another. Carter promises to make Hope happy and the men shake on it. Indeed, though Deacon isn't thrilled about the marriage, he does support Hope. As Carter holds his fiancée, he recalls Steffi pushing him to get Hope on board regarding Daphne. Luna reaching out to her little family and giving him an unanticipated gift. Nick pushes Ridge's buttons. Luna isn't happy that Steffi and Finn won't let her be part of the family. After all, Finn is her natural father, and she wants a chance to have a relationship with him and her partial family, Hayes. Sheila tried to tell Luna to stop obsessing over Finn and Steffi and their family. Still, Luna hasn't been dissuaded. In fact, her conduct in the once weeks have come more deranged as she got a gun and started shooting at Prince of Steffi at the gun range. She also got a camera and descried on the family from hence. Brook believes that her fortune is Ridge. Always and ever. Despite the fact that Ridge is with Taylor, Brook believed that she and Ridge would ultimately reunite. Ridge and Taylor also had a recent discussion about their relationship and the fact that Brook still lurked in the middle of everything. All that was before Nick's return to Los Angeles. Brook couldn't believe her eyes when she saw Nick in the meet. Nothing differently was awaiting him moreover. It's no secret that not everybody in LA got along with Nick in the history. When Taylor returned, she was harboring a big secret. She stressed that she was dying of heart failure. Still, she got an alternate opinion and set up that she had broken heart pattern. Ridge helped heal her heart, but he could hurt it again. Did she put her heart at threat by ending up with him again? This isn't the first time that Taylor and Ridge have ended up together. But she always ends up as his alternate choice. Every time he gets worried with Brook, he runs back to Taylor. We've seen that be with the achievement attempt that shook up Forrester Creations. Ridge was induced that Brook was in on the operation. He still holds a grudge against her to this day. Taylor ate Ridge back with open arms, indeed, though she claimed she didn't need a man. She could be putting her health at threat by getting back with him. Yes, Ridge has remained married to Taylor, but it wouldn't last for long, especially now that Nick is back in city. Taylor got help for her broken heart pattern. Ridge enlisted a spiritual healer, who brought them closer together. This new intimate moment made them more vulnerable. What pushed them back together was the FC achievement attempt. Ridge grew tired of being with Brook and set up a way out. Now that he's with Taylor, he is Brook in the reverse of his mind. The cycle continues. Seeing Nick each over Brook will make Ridge green with covetousness. He'll have an unforeseen change of heart and want to go back to his fortune, leaving Taylor shattered. This abrupt bifurcation is commodity she could have seen coming, but it could still be dangerous. Taylor's condition could be worse than it was the last time. What are your studies? Do you suppose her broken heart pattern will come back after Ridge leaves her for Brook? Finn and Steffi are at Forrester Creations. He promises her Luna won't be a problem for them moving forward. Ridge and Taylor thank Finn for being by Steffi's side throughout this entire mess. Steffi feels his fidelity despite Luna being his son. Poppy is having a stern discussion with Luna at their place. Poppy says Luna has to understand why Finn wouldn't want a relationship. Luna pops off saying everything was her fault from jump and now Steffi is all up in the way. Thank you for watching this video. And do not forget to like, comment and subscribe.